Good afternoon and welcome back to Prime of Midlife. It's Saturday afternoon, it's just after 4, and I thought I'd tell you how my day's been. So, Saturday morning started well. I was first up, came downstairs, put a wash on, finished off the dishes, had a nice relaxing cup of tea. Next up was Patrick, because he'd stayed over. Again, we had some tea. And then Kathleen got up with the puppy. So they were bouncing about, and he had to go through to Perth for stuff, so he headed off, and then Kathleen headed off, and I was like, yay me. So I managed to sweep and mop half the kitchen floor. I made some homemade coleslaw. I had just peeled the carrots for roasting, because obviously I'd used a couple for the coleslaw, but I thought, right, I'll roast these ones so we can freeze them if we have to. When my phone goes, Mum, I've broken down. Excuse me. So off a jolly well trots to go and see if we can do the helpings. But no. So thankfully, due to my father being an AA man, we are in the AA. And so we phoned the AA, but we're sitting at the side of the road. It's huge, long straight, no trees, no shade, no nothing. Temperature climbing, because by this time it's like noon. And Kathleen said, look, can you take the dog home? Because it's too hot for her in the car. I was like, yep, no problem. So brought the dog home, walked her through the paddling pool on the way, brought her into the pool, gave her water, let her cool down, which I have to say didn't take long, so we obviously got it in plenty of time. When I had gone up, I'd taken 2 bottles of water and a can of juice, so the dog had had water in the car as well. So that was fine. So dog and I are sitting here. I put the carrots on to roast, put the coleslaw in the fridge, tidied up after myself because I'd literally run out the door when she said that. And then I get the message going, right, the AA man will be here in about 10 minutes, blah, blah, blah. Okay, then I get the message, it's the injector, it's not fixable at the side of the road, I need a car for work. I'm on late tonight and double tomorrow. And I was like, okay, hire car, needs to be. So onto the computer, found one, phoned them and went, do you have anything? Because they had said they had nothing online, but you never believe anything online for that. Phoned, and yes, they could do that. So I was like, right, fine, we'll be there as soon as we can. Kathleen got dropped off by the AA man who brought the car here so that we can get it to wherever we need to get it. Off we jolly well trotted. Halfway down the road, have you got your driving licence? No, it's still in the car. Back to the car, back through to Perth. Got her wheels and came back and stopped. Well, I didn't stop at all. I then finished off with the putting all the bits away, washed the dishes, all that sort of thing. Then I realised, because Kathleen's now gone to work, so I'm sitting there with the dog. I was like, right, come on, we'll let you out and we'll do it, whatever. And she wasn't very keen in the paddling pool, and I couldn't understand why. And then I went and lifted her sponge ball out of the paddling pool. The water is warm. That's how hot it is here. Cold water, chilly water from overnight was warm, like proper warm, not just tepid, proper warm. So put a couple of basins, I emptied it, put a couple of basins of fresh water in. Dog rolling about in the water, getting the zoomies up and down the garden, then of course zoomed into the house, which is tiling in the kitchen, laminate in the sitting room, and skated all over the place. I mean, the paws were giving it this, she was flat out. So the dog is now relaxed through in the sitting room, which is where I am going to be with my glass of water because I get dehydrated very easily. I'm already 2 glasses of water in, along with my normal cups of tea, so I'm going to go and pour another glass of water. But yeah, I just thought I'd tell you how, my day of pluttering about in the house and mopping the floors and stuff didn't quite end up like that. No. Quite a bit of dashing here and there and here and there, getting everything sorted. Yeah. Wish me luck for tomorrow. Hopefully it should be better. Catch you later.